everybody, thanks for stopping by the channel. I've got a little upgrade that I'm going to do here at the Monarch 10EE. It's regarding the tool holders, but if you look over my shoulder, I showed this on Instagram and Facebook. That was my t-shirt from the first bash, and it relates back to a video I did very early on where I hired a cleavage model to come in and perform in my video. I'll see if I can find the video if anybody wants to go back, or maybe I'll cut some excerpts out. Scale. Where the hell's my scale? Oh, there it is. How can I? But I'm still having a problem with Power Director and figuring all that out. But anyway, thanks for stopping by the channel. Of course, my name's Chuck, and I'm going to turn the camera a little bit so you can quit looking at my mug, and we'll talk about the tool holders. So my Monarch here, I have an AXA, and I was very fortunate in picking up quite a variety of the AXA tool holders, and I thought it was a great simple idea, hanging the tool holders right on the dovetail there. And yeah, it was quick and fast, a couple flat bars, hang the tool holders. Well, it's fast and easy, but it has one problem. You can't see what tool bit is in there. You see a side profile, but you don't. Sometimes you have to pick it up and take a look at it to see what it is, especially on some of the smaller stuff. So I've done some measuring, and we'll go over to the bench, and we'll talk about the new setup that I'm going to do for this. I've seen carousels where they spin, and I thought about doing that, but I'm fortunate enough that I have too many tool holders. I've picked them up. You know, I picked up, I just saw it, one of them, maybe it's in the other room, but I picked up some of these at $5 a piece. I think I bought 10 of them at one shot for $5 a piece, and they had tooling in it. This is the one of the ones that I picked up, and this insert holder and tool is $100 just for that, and I got the whole thing for $5. Lucky, just very lucky. But anyway, let's move over to the bench, and we'll talk about it. Well, the first part was figuring out a layout of what would work for me and trying to get as many tool holders as I could. And of course, here the tool holder, the total tool holder is about 7/8 of an inch, and when you lay it the other direction, you're talking about 3 inches. So I said, let's try something here. So it turns out every 1.5 inches, let's see, what did I do here? 1.5 inches spacing is what works out. End up with a nice distance between the tool holders to pick them up. And so I ended up, bought some 1.5 by 1.5 by 1/8 inch. What am I saying? Stock. Oh, I'm doing it back asswards here. And so that aligns well. Take the next one, it slides right in, touches the next piece there, and the next tool holder slides in place, back asswards. Let's try it that way. There we go. And then again, another one. And you see the spacing works out pretty well. So in, what did I figure out? I can get 20 in less than 2 foot. No, yes, 20 holders. So this is the way I'm going to set it up. And let's move over to the saw, and I'll show you how I'm cutting these little guys. So I'm over at the Wilton cold saw. I've got the piece of 1.5 by 1.5 by 1/8 inch angle iron that I purchased. Have it supported on an elevator. Those work out really well for adjustments and heights to get it even with the table. And then I've never completed the stop. When I bought the saw, I didn't actually get the actual stop, so I've jerry-rigged the stop here so I can make repetitive cuts. And basically sliding the stop over, bringing the steel over to the stop, tightening it down, and then making my cut. Now, a cold saw like this, the blade turns slow, and it's not a super fast cut. The nice thing about it, though, is it's a very square cut, which is very, very nice about it. Move my stop back out of the way. There's the cut. Now there's a burr on each side, and I just take that over to the wire wheel and clean it off on the wire wheel, and it's ready to go to the next one. Little fact on cold saws. These are just high-speed blades. They're not carbide or anything, and you actually have to change blades based on the thickness of your material so that you have tooth engagement. No different than like a hacksaw in the sense of what you're cutting. So basically here, just showing that I can basically get double the amount of tool holders in the same distance. The top row is how they were hanging on the aluminum, and the bottom row is the new setup. So we'll continue on.